we are having one of the most problematic cars on the streets, the car that is loved by all men but is a threat to them at the same time. I hope the latter statement does make sense. This is a Polo GTI, top of the range in the Polo range, and thanks to those that have already subscribed, and if you have not, kindly subscribe and help us grow this channel. This is honestly a good looking car, and the designer who designed this car really understood the assignment. Although it's a facelift, and even the pre-facelift did look good as well. The front grille of this car really looks good, and not that it's really different from one of the Polo, just that this one is well refined. You get front park distance control, and this will most definitely be useful, but I think the Polo GTI does not have a long base and you will still cope without the PDC in front. And because it's already added, we take it and move. Quite interesting. IQ lights come as standard in the Polo GTI, and I guess it will be nice to have the panoramic sunroof that comes as a standard feature in the Polo GTI, because it will just make sense. This is simply a car that you shouldn't be deciding whether to add a sunroof or not. It must be there. You get body colored exterior mirrors and door handles. So this is a performance car, and let us talk about the performance of this car. So the Polo GTI is powered by a 2.0 liter turbocharged petrol engine with 4 cylinders, and the engine produces 147 kilowatts of power and 320 newton meters of torque. Most importantly, the car moves from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.7 seconds. Very fast. I think even if other cars are faster than this, but this is still fast. The maximum top speed you can drive with this car is 238 kilometers per hour, and it comes with a 6-speed automatic transmission or a DSG. The fuel consumption in this car is claimed by VW is 6.4 liters per 100 kilometers. However, from conversations with people who own this car, the average fuel consumption is above the claimed figure, and yes, that should be expected because this car is not one that you can be driving like a pensioner. It has too much adrenaline, and you get an opportunity to show people what this car is capable of doing. So this is a front wheel drive, and you get a 40 liters fuel tank that you can drive for 625 kilometers as claimed by VW, but that figure can actually be lower depending on your average fuel consumption. You get 305 liters of boot space, and this is enough for a cooler box and a few camping chairs, and maybe one box of Corona can be fitted as well, and perhaps a 12-pack ice droppers. And the moment she decides to put that black crop top bomber jacket in here, just know the space is gone. The boot capacity of this car is sufficient, and also considering the kind of car this is, so you don't expect to get some luggage space as if this is an SUV. Underneath, you get a space and weight saving spare wheel, which I think with all that space that is there, you can actually fit a full-size spare. Let's take a look into the interior of this car. You get black leather seats with some red colored stitching, and the seats are super comfortable. It is not some hard leather of some sort, and there is sufficient leg room and headroom. One most interesting thing at the back is that you get 2 Type-C charging ports for our passengers, and we do know who our passengers are in this car. We just cannot say who are those passengers. But anyways, you do not get air vents at the back, which is actually not a trans mesh. People can survive without those things. So this is how the dashboard looks like, and you can tell that this is a pretty looking interior, and let's hope your passengers are not going to scratch those red inserts. However, they look to be of good quality, and let's hope they are. So you get GTI decorative inserts everywhere in the car, and that makes it look very much good. So one other interesting thing is the beat sound system, so it produces some sound of good quality. This steering wheel is not that different from one of the Polo, however in this one you get GTI decorative inserts as well as the signature. So this is a multi-function steering wheel and it is leather wrapped. You do get cruise control including a speed limiter. However, I'm wondering if you'll ever use it because the funniest thing to do in this car is to play with the accelerator. Some of the features that the Polo GTI comes with include heated front seats, and your passenger princess won't need those black bomber jackets that chow space. You also get a glove compartment which you can use to store your personal protective equipment, very important. You get wireless charging, which is a nice feature to have, but if your phone is not charging there, it means then now you have to upgrade because you are not just going to have such a feature that you're not going to use. Well, the issue of the phone is not that important, you still get two Type-C charging ports. Like I said at the beginning of the review, the Polo GTI uses a DSG transmission, which is a type of an automatic transmission that VW uses in their cars. So in the Polo GTI, you get auto-dimming interior rear view mirrors, ambient lighting, as well as power windows. So some of the other safety features will include anti-theft alarm system with interior monitoring, backup horn and towing protection. The multimedia infotainment system is very responsive, and you also get a beat sound system which is very nice to have, by the way. I mean, you can't have such a car coming with a poor sound system. So you also get a front center armrest longitudinal adjustable with a storage compartment. The car also gets extended pedestrian protection measures. The design of this aerial is actually nice because it makes it difficult for people to come and steal as compared to the other ones. You also get a nice and shiny black roof spoiler. Let us talk about the most important part of this review. The car starts from 535,600 rands, and for this starting price, the minimum monthly installment you can expect to pay is plus minus 11,000. Of course, this is dependent on your finance plan, so here we'll factor in your deposits, loan term, interest rates, and if whether you take a balloon payment or not. You can actually achieve to take it lower than this, more especially for those who are going to come with huge amounts of deposits and those who trade in their cars for this car. So this is a list of the optional extras added on the car, and you will see the total price with all the optional extras that are added on the sheet. The panoramic sunroof is an optional extra as well, and it's very important to have it in this car. So this is the kind of car where you need sunroof, not this thing of fitting sunroofs on a Picanto. So this is how the car looks from the back, and you can tell it is a well-designed car. So you also get two exhaust cutouts and with a GTI signature to remind people coming from behind that you're not driving a lower spec model. Just digressing. Is this a good or a bad car? No. That is a very unfair question. So this is a good car, and I have no reason to say it's a bad car. It's only a bad car if someone is trying to get it and they cannot afford it. Then it's a bad car for them. And that thing of saying you're going to chop up an X because the car is expensive won't work here, because X are also expensive as well. So you're just going to drink water. The estimated total monthly cost of ownership for this car can be 16,000 rands, and that is inclusive of your monthly installments, insurance premiums, as well as fuel. And there can be other costs that I may not have mentioned that will be included. We've come to the end of our review, and share your views in the comment section, will entertain them, and subscribe if you have not subscribed.